the year, we shared a couple of videos about people who have relocated successfully.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and those videos were so very well received. And so we think we should do some more content on how to relocate successfully.
That's good.
We have a video with Semedeton that we'll be sharing with you alongside a few other points. We share 5 helpful tips for when you relocate.
And I'll be sharing some of those factors that kind of help to make our experience a positive one overall.
Tip number 1.
Get familiar with your new environment. Take time to explore your new neighborhood or city. Familiarize yourself with essential places like grocery stores. I know that would be of interest to you. Pharmacies, schools for kids, and then transportation hubs and other important places. Don't forget, places of worship.
Surely you want to quickly find yourself a church home as soon as possible.
Yeah. Understanding your surroundings early on help you feel more comfortable and settled.
Yeah, and talking about transportation hubs, we should also say how the transportation system works. Like when I first went to live in the UK, I used to stand at the bus stop and hope that the bus would just stop. But after experiencing a couple of times where I'll be there and the bus I needed would come and just drive past, I had to look out for what other people did that made the difference.
Okay.
You had to wave down the bus. I mean, that doesn't happen in every country.
Yeah.
Some other countries, you stand at the bus stop.
And the bus must surely stop. Once you're there, the bus will stop for you.
So it's indeed very important to familiarize oneself with how things work, because things would often work differently from where you were coming.
Yeah. Get to know your environment. It helps you settle in quickly.
Yeah.
And tip number 2?
Establishing a routine is very important.
Okay.
This time when you just relocated. So things like time to wake up, time to go to bed, time to work on projects, and at times if you don't have immediate need to report to someone, say like a school or an office, this routine would even be much more important.
Yeah, I can remember when I joined you in the UK, I didn't need to think about my routine because I just continued with the routine I had. Wake up 5 a.m., go to bed between 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And okay, I think the one I had to think a lot about was taking walks.
Exercise.
Yes, exercise. I had to be deliberate with that.
If there is no routine, you might just find yourself lagging, not doing things, just the time just goes, and that can make one have a sense of just hanging without purpose. Maintaining consistency can help reduce that feeling of disorientation that may come just when one relocates newly. Tip number 3.
Stay connected with loved ones.
Very important.
Yeah.
Because relocation can be isolating.
Sure. And so you just need to be in touch with people that you are familiar with, family, friends, so that you just feel at home when you wake up. You know that they will send you maybe chats, they may call you, and then you just feel relaxed where you are while you try to make up build new relationships where you are. So
thank God for phones.
Yep.
Video calls and so on.
Yeah.
And I remember we used a little bit of video calls in those days when I was in the UK and you were in Nigeria.
Yeah.
That was Skype, right?
Okay, yes. Mostly Skype.
Yeah, it's mostly Skype. We did some bit of video calls and it was very helpful to just be connected. Most of the time it was by phone, not video, but the phone calls were very, very helpful with friends. Call friends up. I'm going on a walk, I call somebody and we're talking. We'll ask, what have you eaten? So if maybe you're feeling so disoriented, you didn't even think of cooking. When somebody asks, oh, what have you eaten? Are you going to cook? It makes you feel, oh yeah, then I need to do something.
The support that I got from my family back home helped greatly. Even though we're not seeing each other physically, just the encouragement you get from them, from our transnational communication interaction, helped. They could encourage you, knew that we're praying for you. You could share your struggles with them, and they can even send love to you materially. Because I remember many times my parents would send me foodstuffs from Nigeria, and those foodstuffs were really much appreciated here. Give you a chance to enjoy your traditional delicacies, and so you can have a feel of home.
And tip number 4:
be open to new experiences. Relocating presents opportunity to meet new people, try different activities, new cuisines for those who are quite adventurous with food. Do stay open to new experiences by joining local clubs. We've talked about church. For us, church family is very, very important. That's the first thing we're looking for. Even before we get there, we're checking online to see what churches are available. And we get there, we go in and see. And when we go into the church, we want to stay connected.
Yep.
When we are in, we are all in. And that's something that's important to you. Hopefully it is. It's very helpful. We can't say enough about that. And you could also attend community events wherever you are, maybe in your office or in school. Events that come up, you go there, they help you get to know more about the environment, new society. And also go introduce yourself to your neighbors. That helps you to get connected very quickly, to build a new social network, and makes the transition more enjoyable.
Yes, I like the idea of new experiences, because when I get into a new place, I just want to feel at home. Yeah. And so if I have to connect with new people, certainly I'll go for it.
I remember the last time we moved houses, that was 12 years ago. And we quickly went around talking to the neighbors. We made some lasting connections. Get to go around and introduce yourself to your neighbors, because they may not come to you. You're fortunate if they come.
Strangers that are open quickly become family, right? And just because you're not even able to be with your family, it's easy to adopt such people as family, right? And I have received a lot of help from such people. Getting into a new country, there are a lot of things to learn about. You are trying to adjust to the weather, you're trying to adjust to the food. You find a group of people that become your people, that are willing to share from their wealth of experience, so that what they know already, you don't have to go and relearn, but rather they pass it on to you. I remember there was this friend, Caroline, she and her family, such wonderful people, Christians. They were not only our cell leaders, but she was also a friend. She made herself available as a friend, and she would take me to places. She would take me thrifting, just showing me the little basic things, and it was easy for me to be open to the options that she was sharing with how to manage your limited finance, and just looking at her own life too, because she also practiced the things she was teaching me, or I don't know if she thought she was teaching me at the time, but I was watching and learning from her, and she really helped me greatly, settling down, that I was able to manage my home on a budget. I was able to within that time, the first year and a half, we welcomed our first child, and just watching how she managed her finance wasn't because she lacked, but rather because she was being prudent, and she knew how to use her resources well. And we always looked up to them, or this friend and her family, as a model, because they were really enjoying life and they were living within the means, right? Yeah, so having such friends around us definitely provided opportunities for me to learn from others that had walked that path, like building a home in that environment.
And what's the tip number 5 we have to share?
Prioritize self-care. Moving can be exhausting, so make sure to take care of your physical and mental well-being. Eating well, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep or rest, and doing things that help you relax.
Yeah.
That will help you manage, such things will help you manage stress during that transition.
We've talked about things like exercise,
Taking walks.
Yeah,
At times you may even want to join a gym nearby.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. We like walks. And we've talked about church.
Yeah.
You have your church programs. So for us, that helps us feel relaxed,
And connected.
and praying.
Mm-hmm.
Helps us stay connected to heaven. Reading the Bible and meditating on the Word of God.
Sure.
Sharing with others.
And of course, God. Yeah, that's probably the number one thing. God being your guide, going before you to grant you favor, even being there to help you open your eyes, or the Holy Spirit helping you to open your eyes to opportunities to learn, is either through people or even through experiences. And having a faith community, people praying for you, whether in Nigeria or here, that definitely helps. It helps with your mental health. Yeah, because it can be quite challenging, leaving everything you know in life in your country and packing up and moving away to a new country. You definitely need to have an awareness that there's someone that's above you, that's got powers to support you, to meet your needs, to carry you on the journey. You don't know what you might be facing, but to just carry you on the journey. He's seen ahead of you, and so you can trust him to lead the way and carry you through the highs and lows of the immigration experience.
And well, don't forget about medical attention.
Okay.
Yeah, because you may need to register with a clinic.
Adopting these habits can help ease the process of relocating and settling down very quickly and very comfortably. Thank you for coming to our channel. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, click like. And if you know people who this will be of help to or of interest to, please share with them. And if you have experiences of relocating and the things that you have done to make it easy, successful, help us help the community by dropping your comments.
Bye for now. See you in our next video.